Hey everyone, today I actually just wanted to read a chapter of a book called As a Man Thinketh. I just finished reading this book and it's been recommended to me many times, especially the chapter on Serenity throughout my coaching studies, and now I understand why. So it was profound enough for me to really want to share with those who may be interested and those I feel would definitely benefit from it. I think we all would. So the chapter is called Serenity. I'm going to read to you all. Calmness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. It is the result of long and patient effort in self-control. Its presence is an indication of ripened experience and of a more than ordinary knowledge of the laws and operations of thought. A man becomes calm in the measure that he understands himself as a thought-evolved being, for such knowledge necessitates the understanding of others as the result of thought. And as he develops a right understanding and sees more and more clearly the internal relations of things by the actions of cause and effect, he ceases to fuss and fume, and worry and grieve, and remains poised, steadfast, and serene. The calm man, having learned how to govern himself, knows how to adapt himself to others, and they, in turn, reverence his spiritual strength and feel that they can learn of him and rely upon him or her. The more tranquil a man becomes, the greater is his success, his influence, his power for good. Even the ordinary trader will find his business prosperity increase as he develops a greater self-control and equanimity. For people will always prefer to deal with a man whose demeanor is strongly equable. The strong, calm man is always loved and revered. He is like a shade-giving tree in a thirsty land, or a sheltering rock in a storm. Who does not love a tranquil heart, a sweet-tempered, balanced life? It does not matter whether it rains or shines, or what changes come to those possessing these blessings, for they are always sweet, serene, and calm. That exquisite poise of character, which we call serenity, is the last lesson of culture, the fruitage of the soul. Love that. It is precious as wisdom, more to be desired than gold, than even fine gold. How insignificant mere money-seeking looks in comparison with a serene life, a life that dwells in the ocean of truth, beneath the waves, beyond the reach of tempests, in the eternal calm. How many people we know who sour their lives, who ruin all that is sweet and beautiful by explosive tempers, used to be me, who destroy their poise of character and make bad blood. Oh yeah. It is a question whether the great majority of people do not ruin their lives and mar their happiness by lack of self-control. How few people we meet in life who are well balanced, who have that exquisite poise which is characteristic of the finished character. Yes, humanity surges with uncontrolled passion, is tumultuous with ungoverned grief, is blown about by anxiety and doubt. Only the wise man, only he whose thoughts are controlled and purified, makes the winds and the storms of the soul obey him. Tempest-tossed souls, wherever ye may be, under whatsoever conditions ye may live, know this: in the ocean of life the isles of blessedness are smiling, and the sunny shore of your ideal awaits your coming. Keep your hand firmly upon the helm of thought. In the bark of your soul reclines the commanding master. He does but sleep. Wake him. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Say unto your heart, peace, be still. Whoa. Sorry, my nose rang. I love that chapter. I love that entire book, to be honest. I highlighted so many parts of it and reread several parts just because they were so profound. I was just like, whoa. I love filling my mind with knowledge of the mind and how it works, and how the results in our life are a manifestation or the outcome of the types of thoughts that we have. And often our thoughts run on autopilot, or they just do, until we learn that we can choose them. We can choose what we focus on, whether it be positive or negative, lack and limitation or prosperity, and focusing on all that's good that we have to be grateful for. And the fact is, when we focus on the negative or positive, we attract more of it into our life. And I can say from experience, I used to live from a place of anger and malice and negativity, and that ruled my life. And I was sick. I had inflammation in my body. I just felt tense and unwell. And I just, through the process of noticing the types of thoughts I'm having day by day and catching them and noticing if I'm feeling a shift within, I'm like, okay, something doesn't feel good. What am I thinking right now? What's causing this feeling? And I can choose to shift my focus. And what I've actually begun doing over the last week, I came across a meditation in the morning that, like, I do my gratitude, I write my gratitude list. I write usually about 5, 6 to 10 things that I'm grateful for and why. I pause in between each thing and I really focus on it and feel the gratitude. And this is how I start my mornings. And often the tears will just fall. And I will feel it, and it will carry through the rest of my day, just because I'm training my mind first thing in the morning to focus on what's good, especially with my cup of coffee. That's usually on my list. And in this meditation also, there's a portion where I meditate, I ask for guidance from the universe or God or whatever it may be, higher power. And I just ask for guidance with different things I'm thinking about or working on. And then after that, I spend about 5 minutes thinking about 3 people that I may have some resentment or be upset with in some way, and I send love to them. And this is a meditation I found online, and it's funny because it's so easy to just hold on to it seems easy to hold on to the resentment and anger and let that poison me. I mean, it's more natural to do that, but to focus on sending love and actually wishing them well, not necessarily saying I condone anything they've done. It's letting go of that anger that I'm holding on to for my own health and well-being. And in the process of actually sending them love from my heart, like feeling it, I'm able to see what's happened from a completely different perspective and see that they are human and they may operate in different ways than I currently, but I've hurt people too. And I've said and done unkind things in my life from a place of anger and malice that used to rule my life as well. And I'm able to have from an objective standpoint, see it for what it really is rather than take it personally. I'm able to see that when people are unkind towards me, it's a demonstration of what must be going on, just a portion of what must be going on inside for them towards themselves and how they feel. Because I know from my own experience, when I was unkind, I was unhappy. I took it out, just a fraction of what I was saying towards myself, I took it out on others. So yeah, I'm able to just see things from a totally different perspective, and it's healing. It's a beautiful way to start the day. And just the synchronicities and things that are happening again and again to just keep showing me that I'm on the right path. I mean, I need to start writing a list. Sometimes I feel like I should write a list of how frequently things are happening, just to be like these coincidences and signs, and but it's happening so frequently. I'm like, man, that list is going to be long in the matter of a week. So it's pretty exciting. But I just feel so harmonious. I feel like I'm operating in harmony with the path I'm meant to be on and with the guidance that's coming through. And it can sound hokey. I mean, I grew up really religious and turned away from it. I would say I'm definitely very spiritual now. Yeah, and the more I practice that, and the more open I am to noticing when things are happening so synchronistically, it builds my belief even more. It's just a beautiful experience. So last thing though that I wanted to say is so in regards to as a man thinketh, how our life is created and our reality is created based on the types of thoughts we have and the types of images we have in our mind, whether that be of ourselves, what's possible for us, how we view our relationships, how we view our jobs, how we view life in general. We think in pictures, and essentially I just learned this, a picture in our mind is created by a collection of ideas, and ideas that are repeated again and again in our mind over time, or that we hear again and again. Eventually it solidifies into a belief. So essentially, in order to shift these images that we have in our mind of how we view things, it takes time. It's one thought at a time that we notice, we catch it, and replace it with something true or something better that will benefit our life and help us create the life that we truly want, rather than keep us stuck where we are. Because if we keep seeing things in the same way again and again, essentially we keep acting from that place of this is life, this is how we see things, this is what reality is, and we keep creating more of that. So we have the ability to shift these things. We actually really do. And once we stop living in effect and thinking, oh, life is happening to me, and realize that we can actually cause our results by choosing our thoughts, which create our feelings, which create our actions, and therefore result in life. Holy cow, just the things that start happening. It's a beautiful thing. And I've let go of that victim mentality that I had, that life was happening to me, and I'm starting to create my own life now. And it's a beautiful experience, and I so want everyone to experience this. It's truly liberating, and it's exciting to know that I'm not alone in this, now that I'm in harmony with what's good and what is right and feels honest and true to my soul and what I'm supposed to be doing, and I've been open to that guidance. The things are just flowing, and it's beyond anything I could have ever imagined. So anyways, there's my 13-minute speech today. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will be back soon. Have a wonderful day.